Chapter 1 of A Brush with Paradise. Lizzie. Lizzie had long, dark hair with natural curls, so she said. She had a distinct, larger-than-life presence who knew exactly what she wanted and what she would achieve. She was relatively tall, about 5'10" on a good day, but she looked taller. Lizzie drove a fast car. Well, it looked fast, and it was fast. Black, shiny, and expensive. I can't remember the make, as cars didn't really do it for me, unless it was a beautiful classic hand-built machine with real hide and lots of character. She drove rather too fast for my liking, and revelled as the car screeched around the corners. In her defence, she was a very competent driver. Maybe she should have been a rally driver. She drove to the airport and pulled up at the long-stay car park. She found a suitable place to park as far away from the passenger terminal as humanly possible, so that we had to walk. Walking is good for you, she reminded me constantly. I took the liberty of packing a few things for you. Essentials can always be bought when we get there, especially some new shirts. Your gear is sadly lacking in both panache and class. How did she get into my place? Ah well, who cares? Let the adventure begin. I kept my thoughts to myself. Are you going to tell me where we're going at least? I said, a little concerned. In a word, no. She laughed and flicked her hair back. Suffice to say, you will need sun cream. So I'm not going to Scotland then. I love Edinburgh. No, we're not going to Edinburgh or anywhere further north. What you need is some sunshine, and I know exactly the place. Trust me. I thought to myself that the idea of vanishing for a while would be wonderful, but faking my death, well, maybe that was pushing it a bit too far. I shrugged my shoulders in agreement with myself. It made a nice change to win something on occasion. As you say, I agreed. It's not every day you were kidnapped away from normal life. I mean, I did feel a teeny-weeny morsel of guilt build up in my chest, but I soon squashed that. I mean, everyday life as a gallery owner was itself somewhat of an adventure, especially the one I had back then. And I suppose turning my hand to art wasn't exactly 9 to 5. So why shouldn't I be hijacked by a stunningly good-looking and bossy woman who knew exactly what she wanted? On reflection, it appeared to be very normal of occurrences that just happened to come my way. Lizzie had spotted something in my art which I, as a mere painter, never would have noticed. I mean, we as artists never do see it as others do. Maybe that's why we were never satisfied and always craved to create a better piece of work. I, for one, still could not fathom why anyone would buy my artworks. However, thankfully they did, and what's more, it brought them joy. Who was I to argue? I remembered one of my senior artists from the gallery days saying exactly the same thing to me. They were conveniently situated, wine bar, a short walk from my gallery. Mind you, my gallery was always well stocked with good wines and coffee, naturally. It was refreshing to leave the gallery at times, otherwise I was always occupied with running it or being asked to do things. I mean, don't get me wrong. My staff were always brilliant. Just occasionally it was good to get out. Peter and I would sit and sup the odd glass of wine, purely essential for all in the industry, you know, and discuss life and the likes. And during the conversation he said that he didn't understand why anyone would pay good money for his art. Some of his masterful artworks fetched over 25k at the time, and even I had the privilege of a sellout show with him in my gallery. I said it because they were bloody brilliant. He'd smile and nod. Well, if you say so, he would answer. Then he refilled our glasses as we toasted each other and changed the topic of conversation. Oh, I hasten to add, that was after he presented me with the invoice for the sellout show. That's the end of chapter 1.